Hi everyone, welcome back to another trading day. I'm Johan Milan, and today, Wednesday, 17 January 2024, my trade setup directions for today will be long on the euro, the pound and the US dollar, and short on the New Zealand, Australian dollar and the yen. My first pick of the day is a potential long on the New Zealand yen. But before we proceed, remember that trading carries risk and never trade with money that you cannot afford to lose. And at the end of this video, I'll show you my favorite trade idea for today. So let's get started and turn pips and points into profits. The New Zealand yen still in the same color range here, so definitely not one of my favorite ones. But the market has been running crazy. And on my mentoring program, we are in most of these runs, but here on the YouTube profile, I've selected just one strategy. That strategy got us yesterday into the Dow short, but not in much of the others, unfortunately. So I leave this on my list for the strategy to take a potential long getting into a yen short. But New Zealand yen, I'm looking here for a strong bounce off. We saw yesterday the break. Now we got to retest. If I get a long white candle here that gives me a nice strong bounce, maybe closing above this high there, that'll show me a good strong bounce, and then I'll consider taking some longs here. The Dow Jones, we shorted this one yesterday. I had it on the 4-hour chart. We had the breakout. I set the retest and a candle reversal. So on the 1-hour chart, I published it on the live stream, guys. You can always follow the live stream, see the trades, and see the stops and the targets and everything. So we saw the run up, the bearish engulfing. We shorted, it tested again, and then it came back down. And very nicely done, hitting the target at 410. So I set the target here on the 4-hour charts. Oh, now I zoomed out too far to this low here. It's back there now, but I set the target at 37,410, and that got hit last night just before we closed out. So very nicely done, very nice profit. If you look at the 1 hours there, it's almost a 1 to 2 Ross reward. So if you shorted there, you got about 130 point stop loss, and we gained about 240, 250 out of it, just below a 1 to 2 Ross reward. So that's a good, nice one for the portfolio. So let's see. But today, still, if it retraces back again to retest that level, you can still see the rising trend line there with the break, the retest. If we're lucky enough that it retraces back there, I'll again look for shorts on a strong dollar and on a bearish trend. Brent oil, we got the daily long. It was the break, the retest, the 4-hour charts, not doing that well. I don't have it open on the YouTube account because the risk on the smallest position was too big for this trade to be entered there, but I made it public there. I said it on the live stream, and so I will still monitor this trade as long as you just know I am not in this on the YouTube channel, but on my personal capacity, I'm definitely long oil. Nothing new that I will do here. Just sit with the trade and see whenever I can trail the stop loss. Euro yen, we waited for the breakout yesterday, or the retracement actually, and this is also one of those that we are long on our mentoring program in my personal capacity. But this strategy that I follow here needs a retest and a candle reversal, and that didn't happen. This morning I drew in the Fibonacci from there to there, and 61% FIB, 100% coming back at this level. So if the market comes back down to this area or retesting this consolidation, this is the area I will then look for some longs on candle reversals. On the Swiss yen, you can see here, Swiss much stronger than the yen. Also, yesterday, we are not in this trade on our mentoring program, so don't get me wrong, we're not in everything. We are in a selected few, so we're not long. Yes, I'm still waiting for the retracement, the retest of this consolidation period, or well, we can also call this a triangle. You can clearly see that. But the retest there comes back to approximately the 61% Fibonacci. So I don't really need the Fibonacci. It's just the retest of the candle pattern, then a candle reversal. The pound yen also, nice run up the page. We're waiting for the retracement. And it's another one I'm not in on the mentoring program, but we're waiting for the retracement there too. But at this stage, I can now also add this level. Yeah, you see there, that resistance level there at the 61% FIB retracement. So we got two levels to watch here. Guys, that's if it comes down. Right. So if it gets back down there, I'll get interested. You see the pound much stronger than the yen. So I'm very interested in going long here. but I'm not doing it at that levels. I need a retracement. And the US Swiss, this is indeed something we are long on the mentoring program. So we got the long there, but now we're waiting for the retracements. Fibonacci swing from up there to there, back to the trade zone at 50 to 61%, or the retest here. I'm not that keen on this retest. I'm much more keen on this level. And if you look at the dollar up there, Swiss down there, dollar have all the sparkle. It's amazingly strong. The dailies are at a 200 moving average now, so we could expect some resistance on the dollar now. If you look at the dollar index on a daily chart and look at a 200 moving average, you'll see that we're testing from the underside of that moving average. So we could expect some resistance here. If it cuts through, we will see another big push on the bull run, but I guess we will see in the next few days. Then on the Euro US, this is also something we already short on the mentoring program. And the retest here of the 50 to 61% level, that is what I'm after. So we got the swing here, getting back into the trade zone of 50 to 61%. You see the market structure coming there very nicely, very strict levels. That was a big support level. So if it gets back up there, we could see another leg down the page. So I'm actually betting on the fact that the dollar might stall at that moving average on the daily charts and then giving us a retracement on these trades. So Nasdaq, also something I'm looking at, triangle up there. Looking for shorts on a strong dollar. I'm looking for the break, a 4-hour close, a retest, and then a counter reversal. That'll get me to short. It's pretty much the same sort of setup that we had yesterday on the Dow. We had just that. The Dow just broke, retest, and then ran down the page. Now I'm looking at the same scenario here on the Nasdaq. So let's see if that can happen. Euro Swiss, we're trying to get the long. Euro Swiss, it's getting iffish, but I'll see by the time it retraces back to the 61% fib at this market structure was a strong level there and now becoming support. So if it gets back down there, I'll get interested in some longs, providing my RS still favors the euro as a long setup. Then on the pound, we're trying the retracement, so I'll see. We got the swing back up there, but at this stage I will not trade it. I can see that the pound US, they are very close to each other. So for now I'm just marking this because I'm also watching this level here. There, let's see there, it did break through, it did spike through a little bit, and I'll see if I can get a decent close below that maybe, and then a retrace, but it's not happening at present. So for now I'm focused on that one, but that doesn't look favorable at this stage. So we'll see by the time it gets there. New Zealand US, this is one we did short in the mentoring program, and we ran our stop loss up there just before it came down, so that was a terrible one. But now with the swing coming down back to the 50%, right at market structure here, New Zealand, you can see here, very weak there comparing to the dollar. So I'm very interested in shorting this again, but we'll see. By the time it gets up there, I'll get interested. Aussie CAD, nice big swing. Aussie very weak, CAD strongish comparing to the Aussie, very neutral according to the rest of the market, but it is stronger than the Aussie, much stronger. So a way of getting short on the Australian dollar. So when we get back to the retracement to the 50 to 61%, that's the area. You can see the market structure coming in there. So I'm interested. So when we get back up there, I'll look for some shorts. Then the New Zealand CAD, pretty much the same scenario. New Zealand CAD getting a bit iffish. Very sideways, definitely not one of my favorites, but let's see how it looks if it gets back to that 50 to 61% fib level of this last swing at structure there. I'll consider. Aussie Swiss coming down at a high speed. You can see there. Aussie Swiss because of the weak Aussie. But if it retraces back to that level there, I'll get a little bit interested. It's not one of my better setups, but you can see we've got structure there, support, and then it became resistance. So not that clear. It's just an attempt to get short Aussie. And if I get back up there, I'll then study it again and see how it looks. I just put these things on my watch list. Sometimes I put too many of them on my watch list, but it doesn't matter. I only trade it when it gets to my levels that I've identified. And the Aussie US, well, unlike the New Zealand, the mentoring program, we just short this and sit through all the stickiness, never got stopped, and now we're hitting all our targets. So that was a beautiful short for the mentoring program. But on the New Zealand, we weren't that lucky. But all right, the Aussie now retracing, if it retraces back to my trade zone between the 50 and 61%, I'll get interested in a short. You can see I'm trying my best to get short Aussie here. So I've got a lot of pairs on the Aussie, and we'll see which one. I highly doubt if this one will retrace today, except if the dollar index, as I said, finds solid resistance on the 200 moving average on the daily charts. So that's definitely my hope. That's what I'm truly hoping for. And the CAD yen, not something we long on, but I'm trying to get long here. So running up the page, last swing here, see 61% Fibonacci right at market structure here. So when it gets back down there, I'll definitely get interested. We wanted to go long yesterday on this flag pattern, but we never got the retracement, right? So unfortunately, I missed out on all this in my personal capacity also. But if it comes back down here, I'll look for some candle reversals. Then my favorite trade idea for today is potential long on the Euro Australian dollar. But first, if you are new to this channel and find this video helpful, you can support the channel by giving this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so I can keep making content like this. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell to ensure you don't miss out on any of my videos. Now, the Euro Aussie dollar. The Euro is gaining a lot of strength, but it's weaker than the dollar and the pound. But the Euro against the Aussie, you can see yet another one. If I take a long here, I'm again short the Aussie. So why this is my favorite is because it's the Aussie, and also I got a very close level there. So I don't need a big retracement to get it back to that previous high. Very nice trend, started very slow, but now we can see quite an aggressive trend going up the page here. So if it gets back to that recent high there, that it broke last night, and I get a counter reversal there, I'm definitely going to be up for some longs here. I'm trying my best to get short Aussie. This is definitely one of the closer options, and that's why it's one of my favorite, well, the favorite one for today. But guys, trading isn't just about my insights. I want to hear from you. Drop your questions, share your experiences, or tell me which trading opportunities you're eyeing in the comments below. And I've been trading since 2003. And if you are eager to take your trading skills to the next level, check out the link in the description to join my mentorship program. And you can support this channel by opening a trading account with a trusted broker from the link in the description below, which I've been using since 2010. Thank you for joining me today on this trading journey. Don't forget to trade responsibly. I can't wait to see you in my next video. Until then, trade well.